Spent 27 years in prison, been out 8 years. Let me tell y'all about the dumbest mistake I made in prison. Okay, I had just gotten on the maintenance crew in Broward. I had gotten shipped from Lower to Broward. So now I'm on the maintenance crew. And I had been on the maintenance crew now for like about 2, 3 days. And they bring me this work order. And they told me that this needed to be did or done, taken care of. And the work order was for some rooms in confinement. So the next day I come in, they give me the belt, they give me the work belt, and one of them cockers, you know, them little cockers thing, what you cock up stuff. I don't want to say the other word, you know, because you know how they are on their platform. So they give me the little cock thing, and I put it on my belt. So I'm walking with two other dominant females. So while we walking, these two dominant females, they steady talking, they whispering, and whatever they got going on, I don't know, because I wasn't part of their clique. You know, we were just on the same crew as far as maintenance. So when we get inside of the building, right, you know, I got my little cocker. They have their cocker, you know, because they the one gave me my cocker. So, you know, everybody got their little cocker. So anyway, we get to the room. I get to the room. They gave me, the girls, the dominant girls gave me the work order for this chick room that had been in prison 30 years. Now, this other chick that had been in prison of 30 years, she was a dominant female. And they was down with her. This they girl now. You know what I'm saying? Because I realized who it was because I saw her around, but I didn't know she had went to jail. Now, this girl had a lot of pull in the institution. She had been in there 30 years. So you know what I'm saying? It was kind of like strange to see her in jail because she don't go to jail. Because you know what I'm saying, all the officers down with her and they bring her stuff in. So now she in confinement. So I got the work order to her room. So I go in the room and I go to cock up the little holes because she had a holes in the ceiling, one in the ground. And I guess she wanted to cock up because ants and insects was coming through the little holes. So anyway, I go in to cock up the holes in the room. So the officer escorting me. So when we get to the door, they tell her to cuff up because she got to come out of the room because I'm coming in the room and we can't be in the room together because I'm on the compound. She's in confinement and, you know, that's how you pass stuff to each other. So they took her out, cuffed her up, shack her up, put in the shower, shut the door. So they let me go in and I'm cocking. I'm trying to cock. I ain't getting nothing up out of the little thing because it's stuck or jammed or something. So I'm steady trying to cock. So I'm putting pressure on it, right? So I ain't getting nothing up out of it. So I look across where the two girls at in the room together and I see them peeping. So when I look, they turn their head. So I walk over there, I say, man, this thing ain't cocking. And it was like, oh, I don't know what's going on. You might have to go get another one or, you know, whatever. But the officer standing at the downstairs looking at all of us to make sure that we ain't doing anything wrong. So they trying to act like, you know, they ain't got nothing to do with nothing. They was like, you might have to go get another cocker. So anyway, the officer was like, let me take a look at it, Tree. So I come down there. So we walk to the gate down there and she pulls it out. She said, maybe it's stuck. She pulls it out. And when she pulled it out, all these two little bags, clear bags fall out on the table. And she was like, Tree, what is this? I say, I don't know. Y'all, it was that stuff. What you snort. And there was 2 bags in there. So this a thing. She was like, where this come from? I say, I don't know, man. I just started working this job. They gave me this cocker and said this the work order that I needed to do. So she was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to call my sergeant and captain on this one. So she called them and they was like, put me under investigation administration. So she called me in the thing. I had the script and everything. She had to come out of everything, call. So anyway, did that. So she was like, I'm gonna have to put you under investigation till we get to the bottom of it. I said, okay, yes, ma'am. So she cuffed me up and put me in the cell. So I'm standing there after she done searched everything. I'm standing there in the cuffs waiting to go up to the room because they wait until they finish cocking or whatever. So I'm standing there and I'm talking to God. I say, now, God, I don't know what's going on. I say, man, but I know that you the same God yesterday, today, and forever. And God, you deliver me out of a lot of things. I don't know whether this is a punishment or a pruning. But God, whatever it is, I need you to intervene. Left it like that, right? So anyway, the 2 girls come down. They looking like, hey, man, what's going on? I say, No, I had cuffs on, so I did like this. So anyway, they went on out and everything. So they put me in the cell and everything. So you know what I'm saying? I hadn't cast that on God. I just left it there. You feel what I'm saying? Because I knew I hadn't did anything. So I just trusted that they'll get to the bottom of it. So I done been in about a week. So the detective and inspector and all of them come down and they start talking to me and questioning me and everything. So after they questioned me and talked to me and all that stuff right there, they sent me back to the cell. So I'm sitting in the cell, you know what I'm saying? So the girl that, you know, the long timer that had the 30-year sentence chick that had been in her 30 years, she was like, hey, young blood, what they got you for? So son told me don't say nothing. I say, I don't know. And she was like, so what they said when you went down there? I say, I don't know. She was like, they ain't tell you what they was locking you for? I say, nah, man, they just told me they'll get back to me. So she, every day, for about a week, she kept getting on the door. Hey, what they said? They ain't saying nothing. She was trying to find out everything the officer was saying to me, but I wouldn't say nothing, you know, because the Holy Spirit was telling me don't talk about it. So I said, man, I don't know what's going on, bro. And she was like, okay. So then they came. Now it's been 2 weeks. So they came. I was laying in the bed, right? And I heard them say, roll gate 2, roll gate 2. So I heard that thing go, bah. So they was like, Tree, come down. And I was like, okay, they ain't cuffing me or nothing like that. So I was like, oh, that's a good sign. So when they told me to come down, they didn't cuff me. So I walked down. They say they need to talk to you in the script search room. I said, oh, okay. So I went in there. And when I went in there, it was like 4 guys in there and 2 ladies. So when I walked in, you know, I was standing there, but you could see outside to the confinement. You could see all the area. It's just like room. So I'm standing there and they talking to me and they were like, yeah, we just want to say that we concluded this investigation. So as they said concluded, I saw them bring the 2 girls in. And when they brought them in, I kind of got distracted and I looked over there and we looked eye to eye. So anyway, they put them in the cell, the strip search cell, and I couldn't see them no more. And that's when they told me what went on. They say that the 2 girls was paid by the girl that was in confinement that had the 30 years. She paid them. They was her little imps, you know, that her little henchmen that do anything that she tell them to do, and that's how they survive in prison, because the girl had a lot of money and she was going with some chick that had a lot of money as well, so she paid them the pennies and little nickels and dime them to take little risks. So instead of them taking the risk, they done shot it over on me because I was oblivious to the game. So anyway, when they got to the bottom of it, you know what I'm saying, they find out that the stuff was going to her, and because she was supposed to be under investigation and she was an addict and wanted her stuff, so they was trying to get it into her and they put it in my cocker. And that's why when my cocker was jammed, I didn't know, and I messed around and was saying out loud that the cop thing was trying to tell them it was whatever, but they knew all the while what they had did, and that's why they was trying to send me to her room while they stand over there. But listen, so the people told me, they say, yeah, you know, you were set up, and we got to the bottom of it, and the two that we just bought in, they are responsible for this, and they found out the whole layout, the whole deal. Okay, so come to find out that the maintenance guy, you know, had they had came to the maintenance guy and asked the maintenance guy would he do it, and the girl was gonna pay him like $2,000 if he could come up in there and do it, because he could get it in there easier. He had told him no. So when they went to investigate the situation, he laid down to the detective and inspector what them 2 dominant girls asked him, and he say, man, they done set that legit up. And that's when they got to the bottom of it. But man, I just want to say, man, God looks over babies and fools. You hear me? And God kept me even in that. You know what I'm saying? I prayed. I left it in the hands of God, and God kept me in that. Man, I just want to say, man, just how good God is. And I don't never want to leave this platform without bringing awareness and acknowledgement to the presence of God always in our lives. When we doing good, when we doing bad, he's always there. He's not bipolar, just there when you good. He there when things are going bad. He there when you need him. He's just an on-time God. And I just want to give a shout out to God for always being the man. Y'all be blessed.